We have indeed created man in the best of the molds. Sometimes back, I came across a scientific research about the evidence of God through the existence of design in molecular cells' formation and functioning. The link to which is available below. This research mainly deals with the human development and functioning based on molecular activities. This research explains the above verse with amazing comprehensiveness. It is widely known that the DNA is a sophisticated information storage device, encoding complex specified information to make proteins, and directing many highly complex processes in the cell. What is less known is that there are several other code systems as well, namely the histone 1 binding code, transcription factor binding code, the splicing code, and the RNA secondary structure code. And there is yet another astonishing code system, called the tubuline 2 code, which is being unraveled in recent scientific research. It is known so far that amongst other things, it directs and signals Kinesin 3 and Myosin 4 motor proteins precisely where and when to disengage from nanomolecular 5 superhighways and deliver their cargo. Here is the link to the site to read through. Molecular biology of the cell. http://reasonanscience.heavenforum.org/t2096 The astonishing language written on microtubules. Amazing evidence of design number 3669. We have indeed created man in the best of the molds. The term taqweem means to form something into an appropriate shape and in a moderate regulation. The capaciousness of the meaning refers to the fact that Allah has created malt proportionately in all respects, from physical point of view, spiritual and rational point of view, because He has settled all faculties in him and prepared him appropriately to cover a great path towards a perfect development. Although man is a microcosm, He has set the macrocosm in him and has promoted him to such a high position that it is said, "We have honored the sons of Adam." 1770. This assertion has been aptly explained in another research paper which is as follows. Dr. Francis Collins, director of the Human Genome Project, that mapped the human DNA structure, said that one can think of DNA as an instructional script, a software program, sitting in the nucleus of the cell. 5. Perry Marshall, an information specialist, comments on the implications of this. There has never existed a computer program that wasn't designed. Whether it is a code, or a program, or a message given through a language, there is always an intelligent mind behind it. 6. Just as former atheist Dr. Antony Flew questioned, it is legitimate to ask oneself regarding this 3 billion letter code instructing the cell, who wrote this script? Who placed this working code inside the cell? It's like walking along the beach and you see in the sand, "Mike loves Michelle." You know the waves rolling up on the beach didn't form that a person wrote that. It is a precise message. It is clear communication. In the same way, being in our cells? The reason why man is given such a coveted status and endowed with unparalleled qualities is because the whole universe revolves around him. He is endowed with characteristics which are like that of the God himself, such as knowledge, power, hearing, sight, speaking, compassion and wisdom. This has been elucidated in Surah Al-Qiyamah, number 75, v2 saying lo. We created man from a drop of thickened fluid, so we made him hearing, and understanding means endowed him with intellect and consciousness for the test. The word taqweem signifies setting something on the best of the foundations. Word amshaj, thickened fluid, in this verse expresses the combination of human cardinal humor/fluids, blood, phlegm, choler and melancholy, constituents of human semen, sperm. Human beings rank higher than the angels. A quote from my article Mysteries of Creation published on February 4, 2008. There is very distinct and subtle difference between human and angels. The former bear the mysterious knowledge of the Creator and His essence, along with the tendency to transgress. Whereas angels have only the knowledge of the entire spectrum of the creation with absolute servitude without any free will or desires. It is aptly summarized in Surah Bani Israel 17, v70 and we bestowed dignity to the children of Adam, Ra. Dignity in this verse implies the widest range of attributes and characteristics. Speech, with requisite eloquence for praising his Lord, is one such attribute which distinguishes man from the rest of the creations. If a man knows God for thousands of years but does not confess would be virtually an infidel. Not undertaking the pronouncement of the article of faith. God has bidden all believers to give thanks and praise Him, rehearse His bounties, supplicate, He would answer the supplicants. Yet another reason, which signifies man's special position in the universe, is his makeup. Man is made of 10 constituents, 5 of which belongs to the realm of the divine ordinance, Aalame-Amar, and other 5 belongs to the realm of divine creation, Aalame-Halq. These are heart, soul, mystery, secret, secret of secret, and dust, water, air, fire and self, nafs. This special formation of man endows him with the capacity to absorb the light of divine guidance, hence worthy of being vice-regent of his Creator, to whom angels were asked to prostrate in gratitude to their Lord, who created such a marvelous being. It can be elaborated further by quoting parts of Sufic interpretation of this verse. Mankind is the substance and the revolving spheres are his incidental qualities. 9. O you, man, in regard to whom reason, deliberations, and understanding are your slaves, why do you sell yourself so cheaply as this? 1. Since service toward you is an indispensable duty for all existence, how should a substance seek help from an incidental quality? You are the ocean of knowledge hidden in a dewdrop, you are the world hidden in a body 3 cubits long. 13. 7. We have honored the sons of Adam, Quran 1770. Here, the one God speaks in the royal plural tense, a verse interpreted by the Sufis to mean honored above all creation, including the angels, who did not know the names of God, according to the Sufic interpretation, which Adam knew, but the angels did not. Quran 2, 31-33. 8. Primary aim, Araz beseeching, incidental, qualities, Guraz need, Nicholson translated, man is the substance, and the celestial sphere is his accident. He explained the celestial sphere means the world. Footnote. These two terms, which rhyme, refer to the philosophical difference between the essential substance of something and its accidental or external aspects which happen to manifest. Here, it means that the saintly man or woman is the primary end of creation. 9. And the planets, stars, and the rest of the creation are secondary aspects. 10. Why do you sell yourself so cheaply as this? Nicholson referred to another verse of the Mathnawi, which he translated, man has sold himself cheaply, he was satin, he has sewn himself on, become attached, to a tattered cloak. 3, 1001, and he explained that a tattered cloak means the body and the carnal nature. At another place in Quran, in Surah Abbas, frowning, 80, v 16, 19, God questions man, of what material have you been made, a drop of semen? It is reminder of his humble beginning, then he declares how he destined him with attributes, faculties, and limbs, and then made his way easy from that stage till his death. It is said that during the pregnancy a child is predestined to 4 things: sustenance, age, lifestyle, sinful or pious, and his state of leading a happy or sad life. The word Gadarahu means everything granted to him was well calculated, measured, balanced, and made to suit the purpose of his existence. A child is conceived and developed under 3 layers of darkness: the belly, the womb, and amniotic membrane. Whole process of conception revealed has been verified by medical science. One of the wonders of man's birth is that a few moments before the time of nativity the child is so located in the mother's womb that usually its head is right side up, its face is to the mother's back, and its feet are toward the downside of the womb. But when the time of birth comes, the child turns upside down so that its head is downwards, and this very position makes the birth process easier for both the child and its mother. There are, of course, exceptions where some children are born under various complications, therefore, their mothers encounter many difficulties. After studying the research presented in the above passages, there should remain no doubt in any rational being's mind about the God's existence, his omnipotence, and human being the most high in the chain of creation, which he has described as his vice-regent on the earth. For, man is not what eats, drinks, and suffers decays, but a divine mystery, of which body is the vesture, situated in the interfusion of natural humors and in the union of body and spirit. Definitions of scientific terms used in this piece. Histones are highly alkaline proteins found in eukaryotic cell nuclei that package and order the DNA into structural units called nucleosomes. Tubuline in molecular biology can refer either to the tubulin protein superfamily of globular proteins, or one of the member proteins of that superfamily. A kinesin is a protein belonging to a class of motor proteins found in eukaryotic cells. Myosin. Myosin, a protein found in muscle tissue, is a thick filament made up of an aggregate of similar proteins. Nanomolecular, not comparable, describing any nanoscale process that involves the manipulation of individual molecules. Shakir2.wordpress.com